We begin by acknowledging the traditional owners and custodians on the land which we meet today, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and we pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. Welcome to VALA 2020, presented by VALA Libraries, Technology and the Future. This conference is always special, and we'd like to think that it is a highlight on the Glamour calendar, but it's particularly special this year because not only is it held in 2020, but it's also the 20th VALA conference, which is an amazing feat in itself. VALA was established in 1978 as the Victorian Association for Library Automation, with the first conference held in a science lab down the road at the University of Melbourne. Since then, it's grown beyond Victoria, and we are very proud to have a committee with members from interstate and attendees from all over the world.
In 1981, when the first conference was held, the big news was the concept of storing catalogue records electronically in a library management system. One, they still weren't caught that. In 2002, we were hitting the cutting-edge years of accessing information databases on CD-ROMs and starting to discuss digitization of physical items. Both VALA and its conferences have grown since those days. This year, again, we welcome over 1,000 diverse contributors, delegates, speakers, exhibitors, and sponsors, students, and guests, to 3 content-rich days of peer-reviewed papers, keynotes, and invited presentations and industry conversations to inspire new ideas and maybe even start field debates.
Probably on Twitter, knowing these guys. Okay, so Linlin is about to introduce the program that you'll be experiencing over the next 3 days. But before we start, I would encourage you to make the most of the technology in your hands, if you have it, and download our conference app if you haven't already done so. Through the app, we want to not only provide you with the program and other event information, but to hear from you via live polling and Q&A, which will run through many of our sessions. And I know everyone's really looking forward to live technology. So if you have the app live already, here is a practice run. But if you don't, now is the time to download it from your app store. Search VALA2020 with capital letters for VALA, and log in using the email address associated with your registration, and your password is on the back of your name badge. And I've got mine, so I'm going to play along from here as well. So I'll just give you a couple of minutes. Okay. So, how are we all going? Is everybody ready? Let's see how many of you are actually awake early this morning, and we will start with our first live polling question. Well, I can definitely say no. It is not my first VALA. We just need to wait for a session pin, I think. Oh, there you go. It's always good when you're up here. Okay. So we might actually go with our first results, if we can. Oh, excellent. So we do have some new people. Welcome to our new people. And we do have one more question as well, and it's probably the most important one. What is the thing that you're looking forward to the most? I'm looking forward to the next question. Okay. So we might have a look at those results as well. That might be me on the catering question. All right, over to you.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Katie. So our schedule for the next 3 days is jam-packed, including a crowd favorite, concurrent sessions. Running across all 3 days, there are over 30 fully peer-reviewed papers, plus our new Wonder papers and late-breaking presentations. Totally 47 sessions, more than any previous VALA conference. We also have 22 e-posters will be available for viewing in the exhibition hall with the opportunity to hear from the poster presenters and also ask them a lot of curly questions. So we've introduced 2 new streams this year, and we're quite excited. So one is our Speaker's Corner and also our critical conversations. We know these new streams will help generate very interesting discussions on the many emerging and innovative development in the GLAM sector. We have a roundtable on Wednesday, which will be diving into the very relevant and also quite scary topic of data privacy, or the lack of it. So, and of course, we have 6 unbelievably talented keynote speakers from Australia, New Zealand, Scotland, the USA, and Canada. We are very proud and excited to have our keynotes and over 100 wonderful presenters on our REACH program. And we thank them all for sharing their experience and perspective with us.
Excellent. So a conference as complex as VALA2020 doesn't happen in a vacuum, and it doesn't happen without a lot of contributors. First, I would like to acknowledge the tireless efforts of the VALA2020 Organising Committee, who are Alicia Bignell, Ben Chadwick, Megan Ingle, Nicole Kearney, Michelle McLean, Tin Nguyen, Frances O'Neill, and Caroline Ramsden. What a ride it has been. Our conference turned from a baby into a toddler because it took 2 years to plan this. So I thank you all very, very much for your brave, bold and inspiring contributions, and also your patience and your commitment over that time. Industry colleagues and generous sponsors also make an event like VALA2020 possible. So we would like to acknowledge and thank the following partners for their wonderful support. To Sage Publishing for sponsoring our roundtable presentation and our VALA2020 Diversity Scholarship. To the City of Melbourne, who is our business event sponsor. Belinda for sponsoring our name badges and our lanyards, which you will see today. To De Gruyter for sponsoring the welcoming reception. To Bloomsbury Digital Resources for sponsoring the farewell reception. Gale, a Cengage company, for sponsoring the charge bars, something that I think we're all going to be looking for at some stage. To Informant for sponsoring our critical conversations, and to Biblioteca and Ex Libris for sponsoring our concurrent sessions as well. VALA isn't just about our program though. We also have a fabulous exhibition hall where you can meet exhibitors and get more inspiration. Spend some time there. Meet the exhibitors, actively engage and learn more, and maybe also challenge them on a few things as well. It is a really great way for you to learn more about the products and services that are available in our industry. There truly is no show without them, and we thank our exhibitors as well for taking the time to make the investment in VALA2020. You get to do housekeeping.
Yep, I get to do the exciting bit, the housekeeping. So first, download the app if you haven't done so, and also most importantly, use it please. We are working to put VALA at the forefront of sustainability. So we are removing print is our radar. So really, please use the tech, and it's available. Our organizing committee has developed our access and inclusion statement, which reads, VALA2020 seeks to provide the opportunity for participants to safely learn, network, and enjoy the company of colleagues in an environment of mutual human respect. We have implemented a number of initiatives in support of this statement, including pronoun stickers. If you haven't got one, make sure you got one. And gender-neutral bathrooms, parents' rooms, prayer rooms, and a quiet space. We invite you to let us know if we can improve your experience at this or any future VALA events. We ask you to abide by VALA's code of conduct and particularly to bring a spirit of respect and friendly inquiry to all your interactions. If you experience or observe any behavior that is inconsistent with our code of conduct, please report it to our appointed deputy officer. You can text or phone them on 0490-379-457, or go to the registration and information desk. Just ask for the deputy officer to be paged. Finally, when you leave the Goldfield Theatre, you can leave through either side of the room, or you can move directly to the exhibition hall or breakout rooms. We hope you have a creative and challenging 3 days of VALA 2020. And without further ado, we declare the conference officially open.